Hello, my name is Sky Ainsworth, and I am auditioning for a whatever uh, contest, reality show that is interested or looking for a contestant or someone. 40 years old, 6'3", 185 pounds. Um, let's see, the blonde hair, blue eye. um, let's see what else. The used to be Boy Scout. Uh, some martial arts training, karate, tai chi, like some melee weapons training, firearms training. I was in the army, uh, so non-combat, but the like wilderness, like some wilderness, training stuff like that. Like not like extreme stuff like that. So like I never got to survivor level of whatever, or naked and afraid level of survival. So yeah, that's stuff like I was able to hike Yosemite the other day, like relatively in shape, and like it hurt, but I was able to do it. So like I can run 2 miles is like what I'm 2 miles a week is like what I'm going for right now. I have a Bachelor of Arts in English from UC Santa Barbara. I joined the Army to be a journalist, which is also public affairs, public relations training. So I know how to represent and present the organization, the company to the public, be the mediator between the news media and the subject matter expert, or whatever is required of, like the talking points, the message that the organization wants to put out to the public. And I'm just throwing in all these mess ups and whatever just to show like, okay, I can handle, stumbling through and getting my message across. I'm a talker. I can be a talker. That's the thing about me, is that I can play any role that you'd be interested in. Put me into a group situation and say, we would like you to do this or that, to try to accomplish this purpose, play this type of personality, be the spy kind of person or whatever. Yeah, I believe I can do that. The spy person. But yeah, in fact, I am pretty certain I can do it. And even like a fake background persona, like adopting a whole different, just being someone else. Like I do have some acting experience, which I apologize for not leading with. That's the thing. I'm like, oh, what was I gonna say? Like I've taken some acting classes here and there, and the other reason to hire me is, yeah, if we go out on remote locations or travel, whatever, I can be the production assistant as well. Like I don't mind. It's like I understand the Hollywood rules of like talent and like just how you have this and that for the budget. Like I've worked on a couple different sets, and it's amazing just like how like how things are filmed, and like yeah, you guys do an amazing job. So yeah, hire me on, like but yeah, like I understand just the challenges, the difficulties that producers, directors, and other people of the crew have in creating the content. So like I'm totally down like helping those guys, or filling in as needed to help the thing be created. Like I have some understanding of the different roles and aspects and what's required. The What else? Hablo español un poquito. Let's see, like conversación con español, más o menos. Necesito just practicar más. What else? Yeah, like stuff involving combat, fisticuffs, martial arts. Yeah, potentially, I could do that. I'm pretty, in fact, yeah, pretty cool. It'd be pretty. The jousting show, like, oh man, well, except for that, it's like, oh, no, you definitely get hurt doing that, like, and it could be pretty bad. Like, that's okay. I'm good. I've done enough of that, in my life. So, Like, oh yeah, horse riding is a skill. What else? The A lot of knowledge of history, um, and also like a sci-fi and fantasy fan. Um, and what else? And if a show for relationships, I'm up for it. The and I'm just kind of curious, like, what can you do? So 40 years old, never married. I did have an 8-year long relationship. Dated a lot of different kinds of women. A lot of different backgrounds, experiences. Lived a lot of different places. So I feel that any circumstance, situation, I could definitely. And because the other thing is that for relationships, I realize, like, oh, approach it as a friendship. So uh, I would be, I would be the guy on the whatever remote location dating show that wasn't getting drunk, that was just cool and always ready to talk with the females or the males about whatever, and like, like my natural way is like to never be disparaging or negative. Like I'm just, like I'm not like trying to be over the top, top positive, but like, because like I can be negative. I can be like, this and that, and I realize, like, don't talk about it, because like, who wants to be around that? But in terms of talking to people about people, you know, changing the subject, like, making the conversation interesting, like while there's a camera on us, or there's microphones, and like, and we know, like, all right, so what were we talking about? Like, okay, so what can be interesting, television. So I feel that I can do that. Yeah, because that story of, like what happened in Mexico, like, with the one reality show. Anyways, but yeah, so like I totally be, uh, yeah, I think I would be a lot of fun for the show, if you have male female dynamics, relationship dynamics. Um, yeah, I could, I'm a great team player, for whatever sort of challenges, and have a lot of knowledge and experience, a lot of different things. Uh, so I think, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how we can work together. Uh, because if anything, it's like, all right, I think I would be able to understand, like, all right, who is contributing, who's not contributing, and how do I make the non-contributor, okay, refocus your energy and get in the right direction. So yeah, the drama of that. So, what else? Why else would you want to hire me? Because, and that's the challenge too, is that I'm so milquetoast bland in terms of my looks, but it's being born and raised on the border, um, has given me a very interesting perspective of life, and if anything, and I was just, because of recent events, like, all right, so what is it to be an American citizen? Like, what, how do I understand it? Because I'm looking from the outside in, and in terms of, because where I grew up, I was a minority, around a lot of Hispanic people. Like, times I'm the only white person in the class. Uh, like, so the, taking uh, black studies college courses, that's kind of what opened my eyes. Like, oh, okay, I think I do have this perspective, and understanding of different groups of people. How do people interact? What's identity? Things like that. What else? The different places that lived in the army. I have relatives who have a farm in Iowa. Used to raise pigs. Was in Boy Scouts, so did some stuff there. Yeah, and Game of Thrones fan. What else? What else? What else would make you want to hire me? No tattoos, never arrested, never went bankrupt, um, never smoked a cigarette. Not a big. Don't drink. I don't drink coffee. I don't like the smell of it. Um, no kids. Uh, not alcoholic. What else? Any sort of exercise, I'm down for. The I'm willing to give it a try and give it a shot. So I'm borderline fearless. Is the other thing I'm realizing. Like it's because I worked in construction as well, so and just some of the things I've had to do for that job, I realized like okay, I can crawl into these like dark, no light places, squeeze through a place, or be way high up, just either hanging on for dear life, or I'm hopefully strapped in, in some way. So the not really afraid of animals. Swimming in the ocean. I used to be on high school swim team. Um, I do that. I can handle the heat, definitely. Not a fan of the cold, but I could go out in the cold if that was required. Uh, let's see, being isolated, I could do. Uh, extremely well, surprisingly. Just give me some books, something to engage my mind, and where I'm alone. Yeah, I guess I can handle that. Just so many jobs, with been like that. But and if complicated tasks, I've done a lot of different jobs. So I apologize for this being meandering and wandering, but I'm hoping that this shows and helps you decide if here's some random guy, could I hire him? Hire me. So, thank you.